Most Amazon sellers are so fixated on bringing their ACoS down that they quietly destroy their total revenue and they don't realize it until it's too late. You see a campaign that has a higher ACoS than the rest of your campaigns, they're above your ACoS level, so you reduce your bids, you shut it down, and then your sales crash. And that's not by accident, there's a specific reason that happens. Because you never want to kill something unless you do a thorough breakdown of all your numbers. So for example, this brand was doing the exact same thing. They were seeing an ACoS campaign that was too high, they cut it out, and their sales would drop. So what we did was we did not care about that. We looked at tacos and every other metric, and within 2 months, we were able to double their PPC sales without even increasing their ad budget. So in this video, I'll break down the 3 biggest PPC optimization mistakes, and then 3 metrics you should actually be tracking instead to grow your sales. So mistake number 1, and one that most sellers struggle with at different times, is they're chasing low ACoS without tracking their tacos. Now, ACoS is your advertising cost of sale, and it only shows your ad spend divided by ad revenue. So it's $1 in for $1 out. Pretty much that's what it is. But we don't want to focus too much on that because it ignores the organic sales entirely. And the entire point of us wanting to run ads is getting our listings to appear higher on the search results, so you get more organic sales. That's where tacos comes in. Your total advertising cost of sales. So it's your total ad spend divided by your total revenue, organic plus paid. Because then that shows you for one paid sale you generated, did you get another organic sale over time? Did you get 2 organic sales over time? And that's only by getting your listings appearing higher on the search results so you get more organic sales. So if you focus too much on just ACoS, you're looking at the campaigns, you see a campaign with a 60% ACoS, 70% ACoS, and you think this is burning your budget. But you might not realize that that is bringing you 2 to 3x more sales on the organic side just by getting more sales on that keyword. Let's walk through one example of a supplement brand I was talking to for a little bit of a while. They do over $1 million a month and had a 70% ACoS across their account. You can imagine how much they're spending on ads. And they didn't care. The average seller would lose their mind. It's because their tacos was a whopping 5%, as the PPC was just maintaining such high organic visibility for their products. So imagine, for all of the main keywords with tens of thousands of search volume, they rank super high for it. And now when every seller searches for that keyword or customer, they buy their products. So they might have a high ACoS, but they're getting way more organic sales to the point where the tacos is at 5%. And consider this, they're selling a repeat buy product. So they get a customer in the first time, and the second and third time, they get free sales because they're just repeat buying the products. So this is a perfect example of why you should never just look at ACoS as like the main benchmark or how your campaigns are performing, because it does not show you the overall growth of your account. Another seller I was talking to reduced their bids from 40% to 25% ACoS. They went across their campaigns and they cut out so much because they thought it looked bad. It's killing their margin. And what happened? Reduced sales velocity, dropped their listings lower on the search results, so their organic sales fell. Their ACoS went down, but their tacos went up, which is the only metric we actually care about. So the total revenue went down, the tacos went up, and now what did they have to do? They had to increase their ad budget just to regain those organic visibility spots. This is why you don't want to just look at ACoS and focus more on tacos. Real quick, right now we're offering a free audit for brands doing over $30,000 a month, where we dive into all these numbers and more to show you exactly how you can increase your sales, just like we've done for all these other brands. So if you're interested in that, hit the link down below in the bio or head to our website. Now, most sellers should still be aiming for a low ACoS because yes, it indicates your sales are going in the right direction. But there's 2 different approaches of how we want to approach it. Efficiency versus retreat. So if you have a low ACoS from efficiency, that means your campaigns are well structured, they're converting on the right keywords, and they're generating sales at a good cost. So we look through all the metrics, our organic stability and rankings are fine, and our ACoS is also really good. That's the number 1 thing. What you don't want to do is, have a low ACoS just from retreating. You pull back your bids that you're barely spending, your impressions drop, sales volume drop, the ratio looks pretty now, but now you're just hiding everything. So if you don't know how to do this, pretty much check your search term share and organic ranking on your most important keywords. So you can go to your search query performance report, go to your search term report for 2 weeks, a month, and just see how your ACoS is for these keywords. If it's good, bump up the budget and see how your organic ranking goes up. If it's bad, you don't want to just cut it out. First, look at how high you rank for this keyword and how much search volume you have for it, and also what your organic share is. Because then you can see, if I cut this out, I will lose a ton of sales. So you want to be very strategic in how you're going to cut out your actual bids. Now here's some quick scaling rules. If you're literally trying to increase your revenue on Amazon, here's some good numbers. When you have a tacos less than 5% and you want to grow your revenue, you need to increase your ad spend because you're underperforming on the ad side. Yes, you might be profitable, but you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, if your tacos is more than 30%, that means you have an issue going on. you're running a lot of ads, but your organic sales are not improving at all. So you're just putting $1 in and getting $1 out. So you want to cut back on that and diagnose the problem if something isn't working. Now, if your talk cost is between 10-20%, that's the ideal range where you want to scale based on all the numbers. That's a pretty good range. 10, 15, 20%, depends on what category you're selling in. But that's a really good range if you try to increase your revenue. Anything below that, anything more than that, there's typically a bottleneck in what you're doing right now. So these are literally the 3 metrics that only actually matter. The first thing is your search term share report. Go to your search query performance report, check the percentage of impressions you have for each top keyword, okay, and see if you are lagging behind. If you have a 3% impression share on a 100K a month keyword and your click-through rate and conversion rate is good, you're not spending enough on ads. Now, if you have the inverse, where you're spending a lot of ads, you have good impressions, but your click-through rate and conversion rate is bad, that means you need to fix something on your actual listing, your images, your pricing, reviews, copy, anything like that to improve that. Now, second thing is your organic ranking trend. You always want to track your top 10 keywords weekly, okay, and see exactly where you hold up against the competition. If your PPC is running but your organic position is flat or dropping, something is wrong. You want to optimize that, go a little bit more aggressive. Maybe there's more competitors in the market, search volume went up. You always want to be in the game of adjusting and optimizing. The last thing, focus on total revenue, not ad revenue, total revenue. If your total revenue is growing month over month while your talk cost is stable or decreasing, your PPC is working. Stop focusing so much on your ACoS. If that is holding, you are in a good position. To finish off, whenever you're scaling, you want to track all of these things. The first thing is your break even and target ACoS. So this is the number I cannot go below or else I am just unprofitable when anything hits. So then you know what is your actual leeway when you're trying to scale. And then you have a target ACoS, your most ideal range where you're going to be as profitable. Once you know these numbers, you can know exactly how you can adjust your bids, your PPC budget, and overall grow your sales. Now, what you also want to do is look at your talk cost every 90 days, every 30 days, and just see whether it's going up or going down. If it's going up but your sales are going up, that's okay. If it's going up but your sales aren't going up, that means you have a ranking problem, okay? Third thing, check your search term share for the top 5 keywords consistently every week. Check how those are performing. And also track your organic ranking consistently for your top SKUs every single week. If you need help with all this, hit the link down below to get your free Amazon audit where we cover all of this and way more to see exactly how we can help you scale or what bottlenecks you might have. So if you're interested in that, hit the link down below. I'm leaving out another video here about growing your sales on Amazon. Have a watch there.